Hi everybody, welcome back to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019, and in this video we're going to be learning some more hardpoint rotations. We're going to concentrate on St Petrograd, but I'm going to kind of show you the technique that you can use to learn hardpoint rotations, because this is the game mode where, hey, if you know which order the hardpoints changes come in, you are at a massive advantage. So what you need to do is just go down to private match, go to local game, create a local game setup. So we're going to do it on St Petrograd, the mode hardpoint. Now the game rules, you can set it to sort of 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and you just run this drill until you kind of got used to it. I mean, the first thing to do is obviously, when I tell you the order of the hardpoint rotations, write them down, have them on a notepad or on your laptop or on your phone, so that you can refer to them, because there's quite a few maps that we play hardpoint on. And then you can start to commit it to memory by actually doing it. You'll see what we do. So then what you want to do is you want to go into advanced, and you want to come down to here and go zone lifetime, turn it down to 30 seconds. Alright, because we want the zones to change quickly. We don't want them to be at a minute. And that's it really. What do we say? Bots, you don't want any bots, because it's just going to be you. And yeah, and that's it. So before we get in as well, I just want to show you a hardpoint loadout that you may want to consider. Okay, so I'm not saying change it too much from like your domination or your normal kind of loadout, but you may want to think about this one. So I'd always say, pick the gun you're happiest using. Whatever the gun that is, you're going to be in close quarters quite a lot of the time. So whatever gun you really like using. But for your perks, consider sticking with EOD for perk 1, and for perk 2 maybe try restock, so that you can restock your equipment, your lethals, and perk 3 shrapnel, so you start off with 2 lethals, because the idea is that we change our lethal from, normally I would always run Semtex, but change it to Claymore. And our tactical, we're going to stay as the smoke grenade, because it's good for taking hard points and defending them as well. If you're in real trouble, pop a smoke grenade and you can hide. And the idea with this setup here is that we're going to call ourselves the tip of the spear. Our job is always to get onto the hard point first, and then put down our claymores, and also we're going to use the trophy system field upgrade. We're going to put down on that, and so we're kind of going to be at the hard point before it changes, so that when it does, we're going to be on the hard point with our claymore set up, with our trophy system set up, ready to defend it. And to kind of go with that, you may want to consider this. So go with the personal radar and the UAV, so you can see what the enemy's up to, and then choose something like the sentry gun. Now normally I always go with the care package, but the problem with the care package is you do have to disengage from the battle and then call it in, and you might, who knows what you might get. But if you do get a sentry gun with 7 kills, the sentry gun is very, very good, because again, you can hit a hard point early, you can set up the sentry gun, which is an automatic turret, you can set up your trophy system to defend the sentry gun, and you can create a hard point that will be very, very difficult for the enemy to take, and so you and your team will be able to get all those points. So just something to think about, something to play around with. So let's get in and let's start learning this hardpoint rotation. So what we're going to do is we're going to go, for the first 2 times, we're just going to go around with the hardpoints as they change. And then for the next 2 rounds, we're going to go before, to start trying to commit this to memory. So the order that they go in, they go shipping area first, then the cafe, then the hazmat building, then the pool hall, then the restaurant, then back to shipping area. So the shipping area is over here, and again, this is a really good drill as well for starting to learn what the areas of the map are called as well, because you might not have been aware that these areas of the map are called that. So here we go. So shipping area first, which is the area on the right with all the crates.
Capture and defend the hardpoint. When it moves, you follow.
Which is just through here. So there's a few ways of getting here. You can go up through the building, or we're just going to run straight here. This can often be quite tricky to start off with, because you won't have any. You'll have your claymores, but you won't have your trophy system. So the next one after this is the cafe, which is over there. So this is going to unlock in a few seconds. And again, what we could do is we could
Capture the objective.
Put a claymore down there.
We've got the hardpoint.
Put one in front of that door. Get ready over here in this sort of corner. You have to watch that window up there. That's a classic place where people shoot down into the hard point. So the next one is the shipping area, which is going to be over there. Sorry, the next area is going to be the cafe, which is over there. So we're going to get ready. We're defending. We're making all the points. So if you didn't know, the way the scoring works in Hardpoint, right, go. The way it works is for every second you're on the hard point, you get a point. Well, for every second you have a teammate on an uncontested hard point.
We've got the hardpoint.
You earn a point. So if you have two people on for 10 seconds, you get 20 seconds. One person for 20 seconds, you get 20 points. Sorry, two people for 20 seconds, you get 40 points. If it's contested though, so that if people are on the hard point, then right, Hazmat Building next. Then nobody's earning any points at all. So that's why in Hardpoint as well, it can be a tactic to smoke a hard point and jump into it if you're by yourself, because that will just prevent the enemies from getting any points. Right, so the next one is Pool Hole. So I quite like this corner in here. Let's get ready to go. Right, go. So normally a hard point lasts a minute. So you know you have more time. But if you imagine if you were leaving before, which is what we would do in a real match when we're playing. So we're on the hard point. Let's put our trophy system down. The trophy system shoots down grenades and rocket launchers and cruise missiles. So the next one is restaurant. So it's back towards the middle of the map. So we can take ourselves here. Here we go. Right. Restaurant. Again, there's loads of ways to get to the restaurant. I'm just going to go around here. Get through there. And then the next one is back to the shipping area. So this is quite a good area here, isn't it? You've got to watch that door. But you see how with this setup, my claymores are kind of regenerating. So it's back to the shipping area. So right, off we go.
Hard points moving.
And again, this roll is the spear point. So what we do is right, shipping area. So the next area is, can you remember what it is? It's cafe next, isn't it? So let's get ready. Defending here.
Get ready, we're about to move.
Right, better change. Go.
Get to the next one.
So even as you're coming to the cafe, you should be thinking, right, okay, what's my
We've got the hard point.
what's the next one? Well, the next one, if you remember, is the Hazmat Building.
Get ready, we're about to move.
Again, you got to watch this door behind you. Right, let's go.
Get to the next one.
Now, in the real game, when you're playing it, if it becomes too difficult to capture a hard point because the enemies have got there first, you can play the denying them the hard point by jumping on it, smoking. Say this was being difficult, I could throw a smoke in here, just hide in the corner so they couldn't see me. Right, remember it's Pool Hole next, and deny them the points. Or, you could go and set up early on the next hard point. The beauty of Hardpoint, why it's probably I think one of the best game modes in Call of Duty, is because you get more points for the number of people that are on. So we're going to the pool hole now. For on the hard point, it means that you can catch up, even if you're a long way behind. If you can get all 6 of your team on a hard point for 10 seconds, that's 60 points you've suddenly got. Right, so restaurant next.
Get to the next one. Location secure.
And then this is the final hard point because we're then back to the shipping area next. So it's shipping area, cafe, Hazmat Building, Pool Hall, Restaurant, Shipping. So what we're going to do now is we are going to get right. So we're going to leave this early. We're heading for the. The idea is we can get to
Next hard point. Let's go.
this hard point early, and let's say we were on this hard point, and so normally say with about 20 seconds to go, we would then leave this hard point, and the next one is, can you remember, cafe, which is over here. And can you remember what's after the cafe?
10 seconds. Get ready to move.
Hazmat Building, isn't it? So we would, you know, see, there's one of my claymores there. Set up another one. So you can only have so many claymores, and they start disappearing. Right, and the next, remember, next one is Hardpoint. So it's
Secure.
Hazmat Building, the yellow building. So we're going to go there early to get set up. I mean, you wouldn't leave this early. You'd leave, you know, with like 30 seconds to go. Or if you died, for example, and it would take you 10 seconds to get to the hardpoint, you might as well go and set up at the next one.
10 seconds. Get ready to move.
So what's after this one? Can you remember? It's all the way back down to the pool hole after this one. So
Next hard point. Let's go.
So
Location
let's
secure.
go. I mean, you could even make the decision that you leave the hard point when other team members come onto the hard point. One of the problems though actually with hard point is I think quite a lot of the people who play hard point don't really understand the rules.
Stand by to move.
And they have a tendency to leave the hard point and stop earning points, which is a bit crazy. Now, can you remember what's after pool hole? It's restaurant.
Hardpoint's moving.
So we're back to the middle.
Location secured.
In fact, we might even run out of points and win this by ourselves. So here we go. Let's get this corner. Defend.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
Get ready to move.
And then
Go. Get to the next one. We've taken the hard point.
it's back to the shipping area. Though I do seem to be taking the long way around. So again, we could set up here.
10 seconds. Get ready to move.
Get ready. And can you remember what's after this one?
Go. Get to the
So
next one.
after here, it's the cafe.
Taken the hard point. Stand by to move.
And then what's after this one?
Okay, hard point's moving.
Hazmat Building, isn't it?
Hard point secure.
Let's go.
Seconds. Get ready to move.
And then after the Hazmat Building, can you remember? It's the pool hole after this one.
Next
Right.
hard point. Let's go.
So again, you
Hard
wouldn't
point
want you
secure.
you wouldn't be leaving this early. You'd be leaving, you know, with like 20, 30 seconds to go, or if you died. And can you remember what's after the pool hole? That's right. It's the restaurant in the middle.
Stand by to move. Next hard point. Let's go. We've got the hard point.
And then we go round. Again, you could be more imaginative by the way that you get onto these hard points.
Stand by to move.
Love the trophy system. So here it comes.
Next hard point. Let's go.
Got it.
We've taken the hard point.
And then we'll be back to the shipping area. We'll go this way instead this time. and then it will appear here. So there we go. Hopefully that's useful. So again, make sure you write it down on St Petrograd. It always starts in the shipping area, always goes then to the cafe, down to the other end of the map where the Hazmat Building, all the way back again to the pool hold, back to the middle with the restaurant, and then back to the shipping area. And trust me, you will. Oh, hello, look at that rat. Whoa, bugger off, rat. You will enjoy Hardpoint so much more when you know the order of rotation, because again, you won't be responding to what's happening. You can be proactive in getting ahead of the game, setting up claymores if you want to use them, setting up your trophy system, setting up barriers. I mean, if I was doing a team where you were with people you knew and could talk to them, I'd say, right, well, why don't one of us should have an ammo crate so we could resupply ammo. And then I want everybody else to have, say, two people with claymores and two people with barriers, and you could literally use those barriers to block off doors. You could have, I mean, if you had two people with claymores who were running that restock perk, you could have two claymores set on every single hard point to defend it, and you'd say, right, you lot are going to go last. It's the two guys with the claymores. Right, you go. We're going to stay and defend with our barriers, and we'll meet you there. And you could kind of leapfrog around each other and just totally dominate the games in Hardpoint. Anyway, that's enough from me. Watch out for more Hardpoint map rotation tutorials soon, and if you've enjoyed the video, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe. Put your questions and comments down below, and I'll see you again soon.
Next hard point. Let's go.